G'day gang, Simo here, Head of Health and Safety here at Fastline Group. At some point, we will once again be opening our doors and the carts will be whizzing around your track. It could be sooner than you think. Some tracks are already open. I've been fielding a number of calls from track owners asking about how to protect their staff and guests from the coronavirus when they open back up. I've been talking through various issues and reading up on what precautions other leisure industry players are taking. The focus here should be protection first, reassurance to the public second. First of all, let's cover some basics. Most of this information comes from the World Health Organization and Public Health England. Facts. The virus is a variation of the common flu. It is spread through respiratory secretions. It can survive on hard surfaces for a period of hours to up to 2 days, depending on the surface type and the temperature. Disinfectant can kill the virus on hard surfaces. Now, there is some debate about whether you need a solution that is 60 or 70% alcohol based. We do own a duty of care to our employees and guests, so we must be seen to be mitigating any risks. As business owners, we also have to protect our own business from having to close in a case of an outbreak and the negative PR that could eventuate. So, what can we do as tracks to mitigate these risks post-lockdown? I have separated this into 4 sections. Precautions for staff, 2 precautions for guests, 3 venue-related precautions, and 4 points to consider. So let's jump right in to precautions for your staff. Before the start of each staff member's shift and before they enter the building, their temperature should be taken. Anything over 37.8 degrees Celsius or 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit for our cousins across the pond should be sent home until their temperature comes down. Issue suitable PPE to each employee, individual hand sanitizers to each staff member, and encourage its regular use. Marshals and staff who are required to be in close contact with customers should wear face shields and, where appropriate, face masks and gloves. If you do issue gloves and or masks to your staff, make sure they change these between groups to stop cross-contamination. It is probably better not to wear gloves as they're in short supply, and just ensure that they use hand sanitizer after every time they come into contact with a customer and between groups. Make sure your staff practice social distancing. That's 2 meters apart. You will need to clean your communication equipment after each use. You should consider appointing people to be in charge of key areas, such as someone standing out the front of the building, limiting the people accessing the building, taking their temperatures, and making sure they're not bringing in disposable gloves and masks that could cross-contaminate. You will need to rethink your first aid procedures and ensure that there is appropriate PPE in place, such as gloves, face shields, masks, and disposable aprons. Now, some staff members may be concerned that they are at risk and do not want to work in close proximity with others. So consider what stay-at-home roles they could perform. That's it from me. Hooroo until the next session. Stay tuned.